Hello and welcome to my training. My name is Chuck Holmes. I'm the founder and publisher here at parttimecommander.com. Today's video is designed to educate you on how to earn retirement points in the Army, Reserve, and National Guard, and also talk about what is a good year. These are two common questions that people ask me a lot, and I figured putting a short video together would help a lot of people out. Real quick disclaimer up front. I am not an official government spokesperson. I'm no longer in the military. I'm a former Army major. Information, regulations do change from time to time, so make sure you check your current regulations to make sure this information is still correct. So what is a good year in the Army, Reserve, or the National Guard? Remember the number 50 points. When you earn 50 points in a year, you have a good year in the Army Reserve. Now, there's a couple of caveats to that. It's not based off a fiscal year. It's not based off the calendar year. It's based off your date that you entered the military. I'll give you a simple example. I enlisted in the Army on June 26, 1995. My year, therefore, started on June 26, and it goes to the following June 25th. Whatever day you created your first contract with the Army, that's going to be the start date of your year. So if you enlisted on August 10th, your year is going to be from August 10th to August 9th. During that 12 months, you have to come up with 50 points to have a good year. If you don't have 50 points within that year, it doesn't count towards your military retirement. So remember that number, 50 points, and remember that it's based off the day that your contract started or the day that you first enlisted until the day before the following year, that 365 days. So how do you earn retirement points in the National Guard or Army Reserve? We just covered that you have to have 50 points for it to be a good year. There are several different ways that you can earn retirement points. The first one is active duty. Now, when I say active duty and you're in the Reserve or National Guard, you might be wondering, hey, I'm not on active duty. Well, when you go to a military school, when you go to your basic training or your AIT, if you're on AGR, if you spend time on ADOS, your time on annual training, that counts towards active duty. For each day that you do any of those things, you get 1 point. Simple example, you do 10 days on ADOS, you get 10 points towards that year. The second way that you earn points is what's called inactive duty. Think of your drill weekends as inactive duty. A typical drill weekend, which is a Saturday and a Sunday, you're going to earn 4 retirement points because it's for every 4 hours of drill weekend, you're going to get 1 retirement point. So a Saturday 8-hour training would be 2 retirement points. A Sunday 8-hour training would be 2 more retirement points. That would be 4 points for that drill weekend. You also get 15 points a year for being a member of the IRR, the Army Reserve, the National Guard. Prior to 2016, you could also earn retirement points from correspondence courses. From what I found online, that is no longer true. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment in the section below, but I read the regulations last night and it looks like it was phased out in 2016. Now, if you earn points before that, that's going to count towards your retirement, but taking correspondence courses now is not going to build up your retirement point. So let me just give you an example. Let's say that you are in the Mississippi National Guard, or you're in an Army Reserve unit in the state of Maine. You are a member, so you get 15 points for being a member. You do your 2-week annual training. Maybe it was 10 days, maybe it was 30 days, but for this example, we're just going to say 14-day annual training. You get 14 points for that. You had your 12 drill weekends, and the average of those drill weekends was a MUTA 4. So you would get 4 points for each of those drill weekends. Now, of course, some drill weekends might be longer, some might be shorter, but we're just assuming that's the average for this example. So you get 48 points for that. Now, if you add up all these points, 15 membership points, 14 active duty annual training points, that's 29, plus 48 more points for all the drill weekends during the month, that's 77 points. You only need 50 to have a good year, so that was a good year for you. Pretty cool. Hopefully that makes sense. So we covered how you earn points and what is a good year. What you see on this slide are some recommended reading that I recommend you check out on my blog. I'll also put these links in the description box below this training. I have a great article with some of my best military career tips, another article about how to fast track your military career, and then there's a great article about how to map out and really strategize and plan out your military career. These are the sources that I use for this training: the Army Reserve Retirement Points Information Guide. dated May 2018. Real quick about me, my name is Chuck Holmes. I'm a former Army Major. I'm the founder and publisher at parttimecommander.com. That's my mugshot from a few years back. That picture of me in uniform was actually one of my last days in the National Guard before I resigned. You might be wondering what you should do now. The first thing you should do is you should subscribe to my channel. You should like this video. Please leave a comment below it to tell us your thoughts. You can head on over to my website at parttimecommander.com. If you'd like to learn more about me, you can visit the About Me page on my website. I'll put that link in the description box as well. We have an online store for soldiers in the National Guard, Army Reserve, and Defense Force. I recommend you check that out. We have a Facebook group that I just started here in 2022. That's going to be like a military mastermind mentoring group for soldiers in the Guard, Reserve, and Defense Force. And finally, this is my mission. This is what I'm all about. I want to educate and inspire soldiers, NCOs, and officers in the Army Reserve, National Guard, and Defense Force. There's a lot of information out there for our active duty counterparts, but there's not a lot of information for us, and I'm trying to fill that gap. So thank you for watching my video today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your service. Head on over to my website and have a great day.